Hello everyone and welcome to another Car Gay review. Today I'm at the launch for the BYD Atto 2 and I'm super excited. This thing is super impressive, but here's everything that I think you should know. And here we go. Let's start off by talking about the looks because these vehicles are so gorgeous. I love the overall design from BYD and this is like the perfect size for a mid-sized SUV crossover. And if I'm honest, it's a plug-in hybrid. This is what people want. It is effectively the cheapest plug-in hybrid in South Africa. You get these gorgeous grey alloy wheels, you get gorgeous paint color options, and if I'm honest, this kind of looks like a crossover between a Hyundai Creta and a Mercedes GLB. However, let's talk about the quick specs of the new Atto 2 DMI. Well, they start at 449,000 Rand for the comfort and 489,000 Rand for the dynamic. They both have the same drivetrain, a 7.8 kilowatt-hour battery, a total claimed range of up to 930 kilometers or 40 kilometers pure EV range from the BYD Blade battery. The drivetrain is a 1.5 litre naturally aspirated motor with 122 kilowatts of power combined and 300 newton meters of torque from an eCBT hybrid transmission. It has a claimed consumption of 5.1 litres, does 0 to 100 in 9.1 seconds and top speed of 180. And like mentioned, this is the most affordable plug-in hybrid in South Africa. You can charge it via this AC charging port at 3.3 kilowatts. I overall do believe that they are going to sell like hotcakes and they are absolutely gorgeous. But let me just give you a quick interior focus on the top spec. So first you get flush door handles, a luscious leather cabin, these gorgeous leather seats, and overall just the fit and finish is fantastic. I do like this top spec. It does have a lot more features, but it is a bit more expensive. The steering wheel is nicely wrapped in leather with a contrast stitching, no gloss black, and nice physical and beautifully laid out buttons. You also get an 8.8-inch digital cluster, and on the side, full electric windows and electric door mirrors with some luscious leather inserts and a solid feeling opening and close. Then also on this top spec, you get a glorious and big sunroof. We love a sunroof. Then onto the seats again because they are super plush. They have a contrast green stitching. I do love how comfortable they are. They're super plush with perforations, and the stitching that's on the seat also continues here on the plush armrest. You also get a 50-watt wireless charger with cooling. On the top spec, however, the 12.8-inch infotainment screen looks so nice. In the back, it's just as plush. Still, comfortable seats, plenty of legroom. The backrests can adjust for more comfortability, but no center armrest. Although this is the top spec, you do get a decent sized boot coming in at 425 litres. It is a usable space, you can adjust the depth of it, however, there's no electrification to open and close the boot. And again, this is the top spec model coming in at 489,000 Rand. But now let's move on to the more affordable one coming in at 449,000 Rand because I think it's one most people will go for. So you still get the same paint color options, the exterior looks identical to the dynamic, but the biggest changes are on the inside because you get a full cloth interior, which does feel quite robust and nice, and a smaller infotainment screen coming in at 10 inches. But most of the things you touch and interact with do feel the same as the top spec. But yeah, some features are missing, like you don't get a wireless charger, you don't get the bigger infotainment screen, and you don't get a leather-wrapped steering wheel, but it still looks and feels nice. However, most of the panels, like the door cards, they still have all the soft touch materials and leatherettes, and it still feels nice and expensive. You have decent door bins, and in the back you have the same amount of legroom and all of the same practicality and functionality because you get seat pockets, aircon vents, and the USBs. The seat backs are the same, but still no armrest. I overall love the rear look of this thing. I love the taillight design and the light bar effect, like the big BYD badge. It's just such a nicely designed vehicle. You also have these side little protection fins here by the doors to protect the bottom of the doors. So cool. Oh, and then the flush door handles with keyless entry, even on this base model. I overall think that BYD are onto a winner. I can't wait to see the sales figures for these models. And then I just want to say thank you BYD for such a fabulous event. It was such a spectacle. The food was great, the people were great, there were so many people here. I just loved the overall look of the venue, how everything was laid out. It was just so lovely, and honestly, I really couldn't complain. It was such a great day overall. When we got inside, we were given most of the details that you guys as the customers also want to hear about. like a 4-year 60,000 kilometer service plan, a 5-year 150,000 kilometer warranty, and most impressively, an 8-year 200,000 kilometer warranty for the battery on the vehicle. But also in true BYD fashion, they gave us a bit more details on the specs of the car, because there are a lot of things as standard on these models, and that's what makes it so impressive, especially for its price. The 8.8-inch digital cluster is standard. You also get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, over-the-air updates, a 6-speaker sound system. It also includes plenty of ADAS systems as standard, plenty of airbags, and like I said, starting at 449,000 Rand, this was honestly mind-blowing. Obviously, if you want more kit like the 360-degree camera system and more, you would want to go for the top spec dynamic, coming in at 490,000 Rand. Overall, super impressive BYD.